Hi, welcome to Undead Yarn. My name is Heidi, and you can find me on, Instagram and on Twitter as Undead Yarn. And I'm Knitty Girl in Ravelry. Hi, everybody. I hope you all doing well. This will probably be the last time that I podcast for twice within a month. I think from now on it'll be going to a monthly basis. And eventually, in January, I'm probably going to move to just YouTube. So all of you who are subscribing, I will have an incentive. I don't have it with me right now, but I would have an incentive for y'all to come and subscribe over on YouTube. And the biggest reason why is my viewers are probably split about evenly between the two. And I actually have a lot of trouble uploading 2 episodes a month on iTunes due to the size of the files, and I don't like to have to reduce them so much that the quality isn't very good. So I'm probably going to continue, I am going to continue to podcast on YouTube. And iTunes, I will podcast on iTunes through the rest of the year, but at the beginning of the year, I'm going to go to full-time on YouTube. So anyway, let's get started. I've been working on a lot of things. I'm trying to work my whips, as I've been telling y'all. This is my first one, and I don't remember if I showed this last time. Maybe I did. This is my it's a silver shed bag. And it's the sock size bag. And it's got creepy descriptions on it, like from the dictionary. And I'm almost finished my second sock. Here's the first one. This is my this is Halloween yarn, and I'm on the toe decreases for the second one. So I'm really close to finishing. And I'm actually not minding these needles. I think these are the Knit Pro. And they also are like Chigu. They have the number of the needle on the needle. So I'm liking the cords too. So I don't know. I may use Knit Pros if I can't find Chigus wherever I go. I may use these too. I like them. I don't know if some of you who follow me on my private feed on Instagram have seen that I started a pair of socks with some liking needles, or I was going to. I put the liking needles in my bag, then I put my project bag in my purse. And when I got to where I was going to go for knitting group, I pulled them out, and they were broken. I had not used them. I hadn't done anything with them. They were just in my bag. So I wouldn't recommend the smaller sizes. Somebody told me that I can go ahead and try to get a refund. I haven't gotten around to that yet, but I'll go to the website and see what happens and let you guys know. So that's my first whip. Another whip, and I'm pretty close to finishing this one too. I just haven't finished these because I'm trying to work on something that I want to write up. And I will get to that in a minute. But these are really old. This is an old whip. I started these, I think, not really old, but, like 2 or 3 years old. I started these a long time ago and never finished them because it's an OMG heel. And this is Mustache Yarn in Unicorn Apocalypse. You can see they're great. The stripes are beautiful. It's on her sparkle base. And I'm almost finished. And the reason it took me so long to finish the second one is that I had to pay attention to do the heel. And when I have to pay attention to something, I can't do anything else. So, and I really like to listen to something or watch TV or watch a movie or something while I'm knitting. So, yeah, I finally did it. So I have both of the heels. It is a nice fit on my foot. It's the OMG heel by Megan Williams of Stockinette Zombies, and also now of Knit Cahoots. And like I said, I'm on the decreases for this one too. So these are pretty much, both pairs are pretty much done. I just haven't finished them because I'm trying to finish up my Dead Easy 2 shawl so I can write it up and put it in Ravelry as a pattern. And this one, I'm using my new base that is a BFL base, and it's 657 yards. here's what it looks like. This is a roadkill colorway, but I really am liking the way that this is knitting up, so I might try to see if I can copy it. There is another skein of this in the shop, and I'm liking the yarn. It's not as rough as the BFL nylon. It's a lot more bouncy and nice, and it's very sturdy, and I'm hoping this is going to block out really nicely. So this is what it looks like so far, and right now I'm on row like 103. And I still have this much left, so I have a good amount of yarn still left. Let me put it up close. I didn't think I was going to like this color, and I love it. It's really pretty. It's like a pastel green with browns and blues in it. So this is what I've mostly been working on, because I'm trying to finish it and write it up, and I probably will put it on Ravelry as a pattern for maybe $2. Not much. But it is more work than the other one was, because it's a lot more rows and more math. So I had a lot of people asking for a bigger pattern, and I will do that, but I think that I'm going to charge for that one. And I do have one other work in progress that I haven't gotten far on at all. I just wanted to knit this to see what it was going to look like. This is a new colorway I have in the shop. It's called Luna. And it's after Luna from Harry Potter. I'm trying to find the best way to show you guys. I'm still not completely used to this computer. So that's what it looks like, and I've started knitting it. I'm liking how it's knitting up. I'm doing a Rose City roller. And I don't remember who the author is of that pattern, but I'm sure a lot of you guys will remember. And yeah, I'm liking how it's looking. It's kind of little mini stripes. So that is in, again, a silver shed bag. This one, my Dead Easy, is not in a silver shed bag. It is in a Brazen Stitchery bag. I don't know if you can see the tag. Brazen Stitchery. And she sent me this when we were doing one of our knit-alongs. And if you could see, I don't know if you can see, but it is, there's Mordor. It's maps of hobbits and Lord of the Rings. So I love this bag. Okay, that is everything. Oh, and this one, let's see. I don't think I even showed you guys this one. This one is from Sew For You. And I asked someone, she said, I asked my friend Shanita, and she said she thinks that she's still making bags, but under a different name, so I'm not sure. Sew For You. I really like the fabric. That's what made me want to get the bag, because it says it's got skulls and yarn, and it says knit to live, live to knit. Then there's another one, another saying. Where's the other saying? Oh, here's knitting forever, and then there's a saying right here that says, knit happens. So I think it's a pretty cool bag. All right, those are all the things I've been working on. I am still spinning my Lone Star Arts. I just have to ply it up, and then next podcast I will show you all the skeins. I'm hoping I'm gonna have 3 skeins, but I'm hoping I'm gonna have at least 400 yards, maybe more, and we'll see, because I would like to knit a shawl with it. And let's see, next, oh, I didn't bring my sock blank socks down. I will show those next time. But they are up on my Ravelry page and also on Instagram. I finished my sock blank socks that were of the Fairy Hill or the Fairy Forest sock blank that I dyed up. I love them. They're very green, and I haven't. I don't think I've dyed anything that green before, but it came out really pretty. It's got green with lots of pops of color in it. So those are all the things I've been working on. Weeks in review. I went to Stitches. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? Let's see. The weekend before, 2 weeks ago, I went to Stitches, and I got to see all my friends. I saw, well, except for Jeanette, Bookish Stitcher didn't get to go. But I saw Summer and Katie, who are from Houston, and we're glad to get out of Houston for a little while. They said that they were lucky nothing got into their house, but the streets were flooded where they lived. And I got to meet up with them, and I saw Chanita and Dina and Tania and lots of other people that I like to talk to and hang out with. So it was fun. It was nice to get to see everybody again. And I'm hoping that I'll see some more of you guys in a few weeks at my trunk show at You're So Crafty in Seguin. So let's see, what else do I have to say? Oh, I was going to show you guys some of the things that I got at Stitches, Texas. I didn't bring it all down. I will show a little bit next time and a little bit this time. I hadn't bought anything at Shirsty Cat, and my friend Summer showed me some fibers she had bought there. So I went back and bought this from Shirsty Cat Designs, and it's merino and tencel roving, and I don't have any merino tencel mix. So I thought I would try this out. I really like the colors. They're a little bit different from what I normally go for. This is an 80-20 merino tencel. So this will be interesting for me to spin because I have not spun or knit with tencel yet. Then another thing that I got was from a farm. They're called Black Wolf Ranch. And I got 2 colorways. I really wanted to get some of their Cormo, but they didn't have it in colors I wanted at the time. So I got this beautiful blue and a beautiful pink. And this one's called Blush, and they're both in the rustic alpaca, which is alpaca, silk, and merino. And I don't know why it says rustic. I guess because it's not as soft as regular alpaca by itself, but alpaca by itself is hard to knit with just because it tends to grow. So it's nice it has an alpaca, silk, and merino blend in both of these, and I want to do something with them together. I don't know what yet, but I really found this blue very striking. And lately I've been very drawn to this light pink color. So I would hopefully do something with them together. I'm not sure what. They both, let's see how much yardage they have. They're both a DK, and they have 250 yards. Oh, 500 yards would make a nice shawl. So maybe I could do a 2-color shawl with these 2. And another thing that I wanted to cast this on right when I got it, but I am totally trying to make myself work my whips. The Dead Easy shawl was a new cast on, but it's also for design, so I felt like that was justified. I'm really trying not to start new stuff, but so I haven't cast this on yet, but I really would like to. This is Black Cat Fibers, and it's a superwash merino 75-25, 463 yards, so it's probably the same base as my spider base. But look at the colors. And it's called This Is Halloween. But look, I just love all these colors that are in there, and they all go very well together. I especially like this blue. Oh, it's not coming out the right blue. It's more smoky. It kind of reminds me of gunmetal, the gunmetal colorway, or gunmetal color. It's very pretty. And then was there another thing I brought down? 1, 2, 3, that might be all that I brought down from, yeah, I think that's all I brought down from the show. I have my notes because I forget stuff if I don't write my notes. I did want to mention that there's still a coupon code that's good for the Yarn and I, and she said it's good through the rest of the year, and it's Undead Needles, and it will get you 15% off. I think it's $25 or more. It might be $25 or less. I'm not sure. I know I wrote it down somewhere, so I will put that in the notes for this podcast. And I also wanted to mention that the Whip It Good is still going on. The prizes for this month, for the month of September, will be this Needle Cozy, which is from Thank God for Bags. And look, inside has a different fabric. So you could probably turn it inside out. Well, you need the snaps, but that's cutest, isn't it? Happy Knit Therapy. So that's one of the prizes, and here's the yarn prize. It's self-striping yarn from Ladybug Fiber Company, And I'm trying right now to go through my self-striping that I don't think I'm going to knit, and I'm going to probably be giving those away for prizes. This is 80/20 nylon 400 yards, and it's called Garden Party. And I believe it's a 3-striper. It looks like it's a navy blue, a red, oh no, it's more than that. Navy blue, red, fuchsia, and yellow. So this is going to be the yarn prize for the month of September. So all you have to do for that is just post a picture of something you're working on. And you can post one WIP per project per week. So everybody is working on something. So everybody pretty much has something that they can put into the WIP It Good. Doesn't matter when you started it. It's just something that you're working on that you're trying to finish. I think that was it for, oh, and I'm doing the Whip It Good with Bookish Stitcher, who is Jeanette, and also with Crocheting Hoovian, and she is a Crocheting Hoovian. So their rules might be a little different from mine. I'm giving prizes away each month. I'm not sure how they're doing it. They may be waiting till the end, because we're doing this through the rest of the year. And next month in October, which is not that far away, I will also be starting the horror knit along, or not knit along, make along. So anything that you make for Halloween can be entered for a chance to win a prize. I will take sewing, quilting, knitting, spinning, crocheting, whatever craft you're doing is fine by me. Oh, and cross stitch, like I said, any craft that you're doing, or anything that you finish in the month of October and November, I'll do it for 2 months. And I also the last thing I wanted to do is to talk about some of the yarns that I just finished dyeing that are up in the shop now. This one is a brand new base that I have not knit up yet, but I already know it's gonna be lovely because I've dyed it, I've touched it, I've felt it, I've squished it, and I'm gonna use it probably to make a poncho because I put 4 skeins of this up, and it's a 19.5 micron count, which means it's very luscious and squishy. It's a 100% superwash merino, 437 yards, and this new base is called Snake. So I have 4 of these in the shop right now. I'm probably going to take 3 out for myself to make a poncho. Maybe 2. I'll have to see how much I need. It's a very simple poncho, but it'll be nice for me to be able to see what the drape of this is. I think this would be perfect for sweaters. I sent some off to somebody that we did a trade, and I will talk to you guys about that trade in another podcast because I want to show off what she gave me before I talk about what I gave her. Then that's the first color. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the color is called Nightshade. And then this one, I'm working on trying to make some, I should have said more solids and tonals that will be repeatable. This one is Pale Man, and it's a very pale pink. That pink is not quite right. It's a little bit more corally than that, but you can go on my Instagram feed and see this in Undead Yarn. It's a pale pink, and it's called Pale Man after the guy from Labyrinth. And then this is I'll Cut You. I'm sorry, but that just makes me crack up when I think of it. I was trying to figure out a good name for this, and I came up with a few, but then when I don't know what made me think of that, but I was like, that's it, that's the name. And I'm very happy with this red. It just came out perfect. It's got several layers. Anybody who dyes yarn knows how hard it is to get a good red. So this is what it looks like. And I have 2 of these. This is a DK. This is my cemetery base. I have 2 of these up in the shop, and I'm very, very happy with how these turned out. I may keep one for myself. I don't know. I have to figure out, I don't, like my DK, this is not the one that has nylon in it, so I probably wouldn't knit socks, but I'm trying to think of what I could knit with it. Maybe a cowl. I love cowls, but I already have a red cowl. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably just end up putting it in the shop unless I can think of something to make with it because I really like the way that one came out. And then this one is Desert. And this is more of an orangey yellow, a golden yellow. Like I said, you can go look on my Instagram feed or on my Etsy shop for better pictures. And this one, I really like this one too. I think because I'm drawn to browns and yellows, and this is like a gold and brown mix, and you can't even tell in here, but there's also some speckles thrown in there. So this one is more of like a speckle dyed, and this is not what it looks like at all. It's more golden than this. So like I said, go look on my Instagram feed or go look on Etsy. If you go to the Etsy shop, it will show it. And this one is called Rumpelstiltskin because it made me think of spinning straw into gold because it's got a gold undertone to it. So those are all the things that I have dyed recently that are up in the shop. I will be closing my shop when I do my trunk show, probably, unless I decide to keep a few things up. We'll see. And my trunk show is going to be I believe it's the 6th. It's the first Friday of the month of October. And it's going to be in Seguin at You're So Crafty. And it's a really, really neat shop. It's big. It's a big shop. And it has not only, the reason I really like it is it's not only yarn and fiber, but it also in the back has make your own pottery type of thing. Like you get to paint it or paint pictures. What else? Last year I got a shirt there that was done by a local artist, and it was for the ASPCA, and it was just adorable. It was a beautiful picture of a Boston Terrier, kind of in sugar skull type of a picture. It was really cool. And they also sell lotions. They have a lot of local indie people who sell there. And it's not just yarn and fiber. It's a mix of all kinds of different things. And I'll show you guys. I'll try to show you guys around the shop when I'm there, so you can get an idea of what it looks like. I'll have to walk slowly so I don't make anybody seasick. Anyway, and if I get a chance, I might try to see if I can talk to Dana, the owner, so you can get an idea of what her thoughts were behind the shop. Anyway, it's been good to talk to you guys, and I will see you again next month in October. October is my birthday month. Yay! And today is actually my husband and I's 20th anniversary, and we're going to go out tonight, and then this weekend. I'm really looking forward to this. It's something I haven't done before. The people who are running this festival in Granbury asked me if I wanted to vend, and I'm guessing they asked me because my name is Undead Yarn, but it's not a yarn festival. It's not a fiber festival, so I was like, I probably wouldn't really sell that much if I went there, but it's a paranormal festival, and Charlene Harris is going to be there, and I'm really excited to see her talk because I heard an interview with her on a podcast a long time ago, and she is so interesting. And plus, I love True Blood, and I'm really enjoying the new Midnight Texas series that is on television. So we're going to that this weekend, and that's also going to be part of like our little anniversary present to ourselves. And there's a lot of cosplay too, so my husband is very excited to maybe wear one of his costumes there. We'll see. I am in October. I'm going to have him come on the podcast so he can show you what he has been working on. He's very into DIY and being creative. He's a graphic artist, a graphic designer by trade. Now he's doing more of, I think it's I always get UX design. It's user design. So it's a little bit different. It's not as much creativity. But every year he really gets into making costumes for like the superhero run or for Halloween, and he goes all out. It takes him like a month to make the costume. So I will have him come on the podcast next time and talk about his costume so he can tell you a little bit about it and how he made it. Anyway, I'm excited for the fall. It's starting to cool down here, and I hope everybody is safe and okay. Take care of yourselves and get busy knitting or get busy dyeing.